God incarnate. That's the essence of Christmas. It means that in Jesus Christ, the eternal God took on a body of flesh and blood and became one of us. Luke tells the story of the consequences of God taking on a body. And he lets cloth, material wrappings, do much of the talking. For example, in Luke 2, verses 6 and 7, we read, "And while they were there, the time came for her baby to be born. She gave birth to her first child, a son. She wrapped him snugly in strips of cloth and laid him in a manger, because there was no room at the inn." Having a body means, first of all, being dependent on the goodwill of others. The cloth wrappings tell of the helplessness of the newborn Jesus. For without the care of others, without being fed and kept warm, the baby dies. Having a body also means being subject to the evil will of others who are stronger. It means that those with power can drag you off, beat you, scourge you, thrust a crown of thorns on your head, and nail you to a cross. In language strangely similar to that of his birth, Luke 23:53 speaks of Jesus in his death. "Then he, Joseph of Arimathea, took the body down from the cross and wrapped it in a long sheet of linen cloth and laid it in a tomb." Once again, the body of Jesus is wrapped in helplessness. Not this time for warmth, but in the cold chill of death. And all because of our sin. But that's not the end of the story. The cloths would speak yet again. In Luke 24:12, Peter, having heard a crazy rumor about a missing body, jumped up and ran to the tomb to look. Stooping, he peered in and saw the empty linen wrappings. Now those lonely wrappings had a different tale to tell. And here's what they said: "He is not here. The body that was sown in weakness has been raised in power. For on this day, when the rock of the tomb was rolled away, when the body wrapped in shame was unwrapped in glory, when the dead lived and death died, on this day, God made his move, and the power of sin was crushed by the power of love." Jesus Christ is Emmanuel, God with us. And it all began with a baby wrapped in strips of cloth and laid in a manger.